So in this video, I want to talk about the tools. All right, Rays, I know how to film. I know how to get permission. I know where I'm going to go. I create a day, but like, what do I need? It's one of the biggest questions I get all the time. Are you using a professional camera? What kind of microphones are you using? As you grow and as you evolve, it's going to be totally natural for you to get better microphones, for you to maybe upgrade your phone, for you to maybe find an app that works really well with the way you like to edit things. But when you're just getting started, you don't need any of that stuff. If you want a microphone, go on Amazon, get one for like 20 bucks. I say they're cheap because they're cheap in price, but it doesn't mean they're cheap in quality. I was using a $20 microphone from Amazon for like the longest time and it sounded good. Okay, so here's a couple of things. One, what are you going to be filming on? That's going to be your iPhone, right? And actually, I have this thing kind of broken down into different sections, but I'm just going to put it all into one video. Have your iPhone. For the longest time, I was filming with the iPhone 13 Pro Max. If you have an iPhone 11 or 12 or something like that, don't worry, you can still get the job done. The camera quality is going to improve the newer the phone gets, but again, Instagram is going to default it to 1080 anyways. So figure out what you want to film it on. All you need is an iPhone. And as you're filming, make sure you put it to the highest quality and that you put it on 0.5 or whatever the furthest like out zoom is, so you can get the best picture possible. All right, the next thing, a gimbal. What is a gimbal? A gimbal is going to be like this handheld device that you can attach your phone to, and it's a stabilizer, right? So a lot of times we're out filming houses and the video is like all over the place. With the gimbal, it's going to stabilize it. So it's like a little handle. Your phone goes on it, and then as you're filming around, it's keeping it nice and steady. Now, do you need it? I don't think you need it. Will it help? I think it will. Is it an investment that you should make? Totally up to you. I use the gimbal maybe after filming for like 7 or 8 months. So I went like 7 or 8 months without using one. You get so many reps in that you learn how to get a steady hand. So that's just developed over time. When I did get the gimbal, I just didn't like using it. It was a little too bulky for me. I just had more of a natural feel for it because I had filmed so many videos. But if you're somebody who's just getting started and you can afford to purchase the gimbal, totally do it. You can buy one brand new. You can buy the latest and greatest one, probably be a couple $100, or you can probably go on OfferUp and get a little bit of an older one for maybe $100. I would go with the OfferUp version. Just make sure that it's good, get one that's cheaper, and really all it's doing is just stabilizing your phone. So that's going to be the second thing. Now, another thing that really helps our videos out a lot is we do drone shots. Now, with the drone, there's no way around it. You're going to have to buy a drone, right? We use, I love the brand DJI. They have different ones. They have newer ones, smaller ones, bigger ones. But the point being is that the drone shots, the only way you're going to be able to get those is if you buy a drone. But again, you don't need those. I didn't do drone shots for a very, very long time. And even when I do post drone shots, a lot of times it's my team members who are getting those drone shots, and then I'm just kind of getting the content from them and I'm incorporating it into my video. So make sure you have a good camera, which is the iPhone. I think is probably the best and easiest. The gimbal is going to stabilize it. You can use it, you cannot use it. If you do get one that's been used on OfferUp, right, you get it a lot cheaper. And then the third one is going to be a drone. Now the drone, again, you're going to have to learn how to use it. You're going to have to buy one. It could be a little bit expensive. Again, maybe you want to go on OfferUp and get it a little bit cheaper, but that's totally up to you. The drone shots are really nice, but I don't think it's necessary. But if you can afford it, great. But I'm considering that you're just getting started. Maybe you're new to real estate. Maybe you're new to making content on social media, and I'm trying to make a budget-friendly game plan for you. And also keep in mind that even if you didn't have any of those, as long as you have your iPhone, because that's all I use for the longest time, you're going to be okay. So I have something that I'm recording on called the Pocket 3. Now this one, of course, is a little bit more advanced. It's like a 4K camera. But basically, even that one, you don't really have to get it for doing house tours because you can pretty much do everything from your phone. But I just want to be 100% transparent about the devices that I currently use. And even this Pocket 3, I use it more for my YouTube videos. I don't do it for my Instagram videos because another quick little tip, when you're filming Instagram videos, you want to film them vertically. You don't want to film them horizontally. When you film them horizontally and you post it as a reel on Instagram, it has those black bars on the top and on the bottom, right? And that's just not the way that you want to post content when it comes to Instagram Reels. The video could be great, but the format is vertical. So that's how you're going to want to do it, okay? So the last two things is going to be microphones. As you can see, I have this microphone right here. has a little fuzzy thing on top of it. Again, I invested into my business, paid a little bit of money for it, but even then you don't need an expensive microphone. Go on Amazon, find one that's like their top seller for 15, 20, 25 bucks and just use that one for the time being. If you're in Southern California, if you're in anywhere in the United States, you sell a house, you're gonna make a couple $1,000. It's gonna be well worth the investment, but you don't need it right now. Wait until you're in a comfortable position before you start investing into these little gadgets because they're not necessary. But when you are in a position to get them, I definitely encourage you to do it because it will increase the quality of your videos. But just know that don't use that as a reason to not start making content. And then the last one is just gonna be CapCut. That's the application that I use sometimes. I would say 90% of the videos that I edit, I do them all through Instagram. But there are some things that are a little bit easier to do through CapCut, such as like auto caption, so it comes out like nice and clean. Sometimes like the layover that I was telling you about where I'm talking, but as I'm talking, I'm able to show different scenes in the house. I do that through CapCut. There's a paid version and there's a free version. I think I pay like 120 bucks for the whole year. But again, you don't have to pay for it right away. I just want to be transparent with you about the things that I use. But for the longest time, I think I grew my page up to about maybe like 50,000 followers, right? Before I actually started buying these things. So you don't need them, right? But when you can, go ahead and get them. So that's gonna be it for the type of tools that I use. Again, the most value that you're gonna get out of this is gonna be from those one-on-one coaching calls or from those Zoom calls where basically we're all there together and you can ask me your questions and get direct feedback from me, right? But these videos are gonna be a good start for you. They're gonna put you in the right direction. And as long as you keep taking action and stay consistent and stay dedicated to continuously keep improving your content, you're gonna win in this market.